1 introduction to Audiologics. We would prefer that this tape remain in the house. If you take it home, please do not show it to roommates, guardians, or family members. Rule of thumb is to just keep this tape to yourself. Alright, so I think that it is fair to say that we can get into this immediately, I would say. Okay, so sound as information is the first topic we will be covering. Audiologics treats every object, not just as matter, but as a standing pattern of frequencies, right? So in this framework, sound waves are longitudinal pressure disturbances that propagate through a medium, like air, water, a solid object such as a wall or any solid object. It doesn't really depend on what object it is, just any medium that it can go through. Using Fourier analysis, any sound or vibration can be decomposed into sinusoidal components, right? So if you get any sound or vibration, you can deconstruct that sound or vibration into primitive root sounds or root waves that, whenever layered on top of each other in a certain way that Fourier prescribed, it reconstructs that sound perfectly. The audiologics hypothesis is that an object's unique combination of harmonic components, right, its audiological profile, effectively encodes the object structure. So this can be shown in our recreation of a mouse from air by, which we'll talk about this later, the DHEs or AVPs that directed sound at the structural margin and threshold of a little vial of oxygen, or not a little vial, it was a 16-ounce jar, and we directed the DHE at the jar, and the air inside was transformed into a small rat, which completely took the air. Whenever we projected the DHE at the jar, it turned all of the air inside of the jar into a rat, so it was suffocating in a vacuum and popped as the jar shattered, which, that is to euphemize it, popped is a very simple way of putting it's really quick, yet painful and acknowledged death by itself. Acknowledged by itself, I mean. Okay, back to audiological profile instead of our case study. By carefully emitting sound at those frequencies in specific spatial phases, one can constructively or deconstructively interfere with an object's natural resonances to alter its form or even relocate it, which we just talked about the rat. Alright, on to directed emitter arrays.